Smart, smart, do. We are the children the children of God. Come, come, come. We change our world. We have what it takes to do it smart and make it smart. Welcome to our Smart Do.
Hello, how are you? I hope you are fine and I'm fine too. Welcome to today's lesson, whereby today we are going to look at converting decimals to fractions. In the previous lessons we looked at recurring decimals, whereby we said recurring decimals are decimals that do not come to an end. They keep on repeating themselves. So today I want us to look at converting decimals to fractions. Previously we've looked at how to convert fractions to decimal. So today we are doing the vice versa of it, which is converting decimals to fractions. How do you convert decimals to fractions? You first look at the number of decimal places in that decimal, then you write it to as using the denominator as 10, a power of 10. For example, if it's a decimal like 0.25, we want to convert this one to a fraction. How many decimal places are in this number? How many decimal places? We have 1, 2. So this one is a fraction. We write it as 25 over a power of 10 with 2 zeros. And which number is that? Over 100. If it has 2 decimal places, we write it over 100. Then from there, what do we do? Do we leave it like that? No. What do? We simplify. We simplify the fractions. The fractions. So we simplify by 5. This is 5. 100 divided by 5 is 20. Have we reached the simplest possible? No. We simplify further by 5, 1, by 5, 4. So 0.25 as a fraction is 1 over 4. So we just look at the number of decimal places, then we write the number over a power of 10 with the number of decimal places as the number of zeros. Then we simplify. Another example, 0.36. 0.36 as a fraction. This one will be written as 36 over 1, 2. It has 2 decimal places. So we read 36 over what? 36 over 10 over 100, because it has 2 decimal places. Then from there, what do? We simplify. What are we going to simplify? We begin with the smallest number, that is 2. 36 divided by 2 is 18. 100 divided by 2 is 50. We just go step by step. Don't rush to the largest numbers, to larger numbers. From there we stick. These numbers can still be simplified by 2. Is it? Yes. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 50 divided by 2 is 25. Can these numbers be divided further? No. So 0.36 is the same as 9 over 25. I give you another number. For example, 1.24. 1.24. This number is a fraction. How many decimal places are here? We have 1, 2. Which is 124 over 100. From there, what do? We simply simplify by 2, get 62. 124 divided by 2 is 62. 100 divided by 2 is 50. From there we simplify further, because these numbers are divisible by 2. By 2 we get 31. By 2 we get 25. So 1.24 as a fraction will be 31 over 25. Can we leave this number like that? What type of a fraction is this? Whereby the head is larger than the tail. This type of fraction is called an improper fraction. We are not supposed to leave it at this point. What are we going to do? Convert this one to a mixed number. Convert this one to a mixed number. So we take 25 divide 31. How many times will 25 go into that 1? It is 1 because of 25. Then subtract that 31 minus 25, we get 6. So this one is a mixed fraction. It will be 1, the whole number, then the remainder, and the 6 over 21, and the 6 over 25. 1 and the 6 over 25. I give you another example. And the last example. Converting decimals to fractions. You are given a number like 1.4. Convert that one to a mixed, convert that one to a fraction. This is a decimal. We are converting it to a fraction. What are we going to do? How many decimal points are here? How many decimal places? We have 1 decimal place. So this number will be 1.4. It will be 14 over 10. 14 over 10. What is 14 over 10? 1.4 as a fraction will be 14 over 10. Are we supposed to leave it at that point? No. We simply simplify. Are these numbers divisible by 2? Yes. So we have by 2, 7. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Is 7 and 5, are they divisible by 2? No. So we have our answer as 7 over 5. Should we leave this at this point? No. What are we going to do? This is an improper fraction. So we have to convert it to a mixed fraction. So we divide 7 by 5. The number at the top is the one we are dividing by the number at the bottom. How many times will 5 go into 7? 1. 1 because of 5. Subtract, you get 2. So 7 over 5, or rather 1.4, is the same as the whole number, 1 whole, and the remainder, 2 over 5. So 1.4 is the same as 1 and 2 over 5. So generally, when converting decimals to fraction, just look at the number of decimal places. Then you place the number of a power of 10 with number of zeros equivalent to the number of decimal places. If it was 0.625, this number has 3 decimal places. So it will be 625 over 1,000. 1, 2, 3, representing the number of decimal places. From there you simplify. You simplify by 5 because they are not divisible by 2. So by 5, 625 divided by 5 is 1 because of 5. 1 because of 5 remain 1. 125 by 5 you get 200. From there we simplify by 5. By 5 this is 25. By 5 this is 40. By 5, 5. By 5, 8. So you get 0.625 as 5 over 8. Just look at the number of decimal places. Then place it to a power of 10 with the same number of zeros as the number of decimal places. Then you simplify. And if it is an improper fraction, convert to a mixed number. Thank you.